Hello, boys and girls. Today is the final day of the week of retribution, and it's another Elliot Rodger video just for y'all. Okay, we're going to talk about Elliot Rodger's delusions. See, he painted himself out to be a victim, even though he really wasn't. What's really interesting about him is that if you look at the interviews from people that knew him, but then again, he didn't know very many people because he didn't really socialize. He would often exclude and push away others. There was this guy who talked to Elliot Rodger for like an hour, and he would have to talk to him for like 5 minutes to get one sentence out of him. One! And we get to the part where, if you read his manifesto, you know that he, splashes people with orange juice and tried to push girls off of a balcony. Elliot Rodger was delusional. He saw his life as a movie, because that's the kind of world he lived in. He played World of Warcraft a lot. He liked Game of Thrones, and he played a lot of video games. See, he watched a lot of movies too. This whole thing just really distorted his view of the world, if that makes any sense. And as a result, his view of the world was kind of fucked up. Well, more than kind of fucked up. It was really fucked up. Anyway, his whole plan at the Day of Retribution was pure fantasy. It was just too ambitious to really succeed. For the whole torture fantasy that he had in his apartment, he killed 3 people so he could secure the apartment for himself. Granted, he hated his roommates, but oh well. But anyway, he never tried to coax anyone in. There's no reports that he ever tried to do that, like he planned his manifesto. He also thought that, the door would just open and, to the Alpha Phi sorority house, no one answered. He banged on it aggressively for like 2 minutes and no one answered. He never bothered to bring any breaching equipment, like a sledgehammer or anything like that. See, to him, life was a movie, and I guess he felt like he wasn't getting what he deserved, i.e. a hot girl, because of that. And it could just go on. You see, Elliot Rodger tried to push girls off a balcony and got beat up by a few guys for it. And yet he still saw himself as the victim. That is a sheer sign of delusions. And it is the final day of retribution, so I'm trying to go out with a bang. Pun intended. But anyway, what we have here is a case of an individual being the victimizer and thinking he is the victim. And this is all apparent to all of us, except to Elliot Rodger. He has now been dead for 4 years. And as a result, we have a very serious problem. See, the reality is that, as we saw with Alec Messine, there are going to be more Elliot Rodgers. There are going to be more copycats. And that's just the way it is. And granted, this guy was a pretty lame as a rampage killer. He only killed 6 people and wounded 14 others. But still, he has managed to sensationalize himself. Again, just watch my last video, the YouTube's most hated, Elliot Rodger, the YouTube's most hated superstar, and you'll see. And, yeah. I mean, so like, tomorrow is the day of retribution. I'm going to enter the hottest sorority of UCSB. I'm going to slaughter every stuck-up blonde slut I see and all that crap. But anyway, he saw himself as the hero in his own movie, and all of humanity is pretty much the bad guy. And I don't think movies create psychos. I think they make psychos more creative, just like they said in Wes Craven's movie, Scream, the first one. And I think it's still on Netflix. I'm not sure, but anyway, if it is, watch it, and you'll see that quote. Anyway, this is a really funny scene where this guy's like, I called the police, where Stacy's like, God, what was her name? Stacy Prescott. She's like, did you just... He's like, you bet your sorry ass I called the police on you. And he's like, my mom and dad are going to be so mad at me. But anyway, in any case, that will conclude my video for now. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Peace out.